Hey Bobby, hope you're doing well. Sounds like you are. Um, now, so here's the thing, Bob. Okay, I have your email up. Sorry. I just got into California. So today's Tuesday. I got into California last Monday. I stayed in Sacramento with my sister, and then the next day she drove me down to Fresno. Um, yeah, it's funny. It's like starting all over. That's kind of what I expected when I left and went to Minneapolis. But I have some jobs lined up. I'm just waiting for them to kind of they're kind of dragging, but they're gonna come through. One's like a director job at a it's like a post secondary school, like hair school and like medical assisting and things like that. Um, anyways, and then Hawaii. So I'm going to Hawaii. So today's Tuesday. I'm going to Hawaii next Monday for 7 days. So that'll be good. Hawaii is like the way that I see Hawaii. The last time that I went to Hawaii was in 2011 with my family. That's when I hit rock bottom. That was also when my sister, her fiance, she found out was cheating on her. She left him, sold her house. So it was like a big transition for me and my sister at that time. So it's interesting to see kind of like a pattern, but not in a negative way. I'm definitely in a completely different space. Back then, I wasn't even sober, um, and my sister, she's good. She's got a good man. Um, so yeah, Hawaii is known as the island of transformation. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anyways, so you're still at that stinking job. You did get an offer from an attractive woman. She sells insurance. I feel like sales would be really good for you, but yeah, if that's not your thing, then I get it. Yes, something better is on the way. So you're knocking the boots with this ex from the past. She's really liking you, but you're not feeling it. Yeah, I kind of get. I'm not going to say run, but I'm going to say it's probably really important to be. I feel like that might um, drag out in a sense of if you really start laying it out as far as like, hey, I know we were reconnected. Um, because she might be kind of. I just see kind of claws, like the claws are like she's gonna hold on for a little bit. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna do love first for you, Bob, and then we're gonna do. We'll do your career and see what's going on with that. See any opportunities that come up. So give me 1 second. Yeah, it's I think with the X. So let me pull a clarifier why it's coming up. Yeah. So and this might sound kind of like a repeat or kind of like but it's always good to get confirmation. Basically, this is your situation. You're kicking it with your ex. The longer you stay with something that's not exactly what you want, the harder it is for another energy to come in. And I hope that that makes sense. Um, it's funny how life works that way. Doesn't necessarily mean that's how it always will be, but I feel like at this time, I feel like you know this because we have the Lovers card. So these cards, remember, these cards are your present situation, feelings, whatever's going on. Lovers card. So this is about needing to make a choice or a decision in regards to, and this since this is a love reading, it would be in regards to you and either your ex, you and another person, or you and it's what you're wishing for. Okay. So I feel like this is coming up because it's saying, well, Bob, we know that you want all this, but you got to make a decision then. Okay. Um, Spirit's kind of saying, like, you got this, you can do this. Um, it may be kind of like, you know, being a straight man, I don't know exactly how it works. And I'm really understanding your energy. I have some friends that are Aries as well, and you remind me of one of them. Um, as far as the strength card coming in, it's more kind of like it may be like, well, I don't know if I want to do that because I'm getting laid. And it's comfortable too, because this is somebody from your past. But I kind of feel like the longer you stay in it, the more uncomfortable it's going to get because you're picking up on her energy. Um, Not only from how she's acting and what she's doing, but I feel like intuitively you're like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? So I feel like Spirit's saying, it's not saying if you don't, you're screwed. It's basically, I think Spirit's saying, like, you can do this. Because it's like a new chapter wants to start in your life. Okay, because whenever the World card comes up, this could be signifying in regards to you needing to make a decision regarding your ex. It's kind of like that chapter's over. Okay, so it's like I don't want to say reverting back, but it's comfortable. Okay. Now, let's see what's working for you in regards to love. I feel like a lot of it has to do with you knowing what you want, and not being so like I need or I really want. Like I don't feel like you're in that mindset, which I think might actually be helping you. Well, here's the interesting thing, Bob. Oh, there's the Capricorn woman. Okay. Well, what's working for you? So in some ways, I feel like what is working for you is because you're with her right now, or however you want to label that, is because she is familiar. Um, that it's like the stuff that you have. Okay, it makes more sense. It's like the stuff that you have trying to figure out what's going on with work, and you know the two gigs that you passed up. It's kind of like being able to have like a woman, being able to have intimacy, but not having to do so much of the work because one, it kind of was already done in the past, and two, it's more of like a physical thing right now that I feel like it's like enabling you to, or it's having you being able to get laid and be with a woman and feel comfortable without like having to go through hoops and shit. Like, you know, like when you meet somebody new, okay? But I feel like moving forward and finding, you know, a new woman doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have to jump through hoops. I think that's the message that's trying to come across, that it doesn't always have to be that way, which is why it's really easy sometimes for us to jump back into something that's familiar because we don't have to jump through hoops. Um, but it's almost counterproductive in a sense, or it can be. Okay, hope you're not taking this the wrong way. So basically, we have Six of Cups. So this is your past. That would be her. Here she is, the Nine of Pentacles. So I don't know if she is a Capricorn. So I get it. Capricorns are independent. Usually, they do their own thing. They have their own money, dress well, beautiful. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Capricorn. So I think we've talked about my chart. I'm a Leo moon, so I have that fire, emotional, and then my rising is Aquarius, so just like aloof. Anyways, I feel like with her, the thing is that you don't have to necessarily, it's almost like a secret too. It's like she doesn't know exactly how you feel. Um, but I feel like for you, what works for you is, so the King of Cups, he's the guy that has feelings. I know you have feelings, but the King of Cups doesn't necessarily have to show them or talk about them. It allows you to kind of like be detached a little bit. So I feel like that's working for you right now. So I don't feel like it's bad, but it's just interesting that this might be running through your mind with your present cards, that there is a decision that needs to be made. Okay. That way you can start a new chapter. Let me pull a clarifier to see what this new chapter is. Well, it's moving in a direction of being with a partner that where you're like, no, this I like this woman. We're a good match. It fits. Because there might be you might be kind of like thinking about or feeling her energy going, okay, she's starting to really like me, and it's starting to give you maybe a little bit of anxiety or maybe feeling bad about it. So just kind of be conscious about that. Let's look at your challenges right now in regards to love. Not necessarily with her, just your challenges in love in general. Bob, I feel like Spirit's saying you have to be honest with yourself. It kind of goes in with you hanging out with your ex. It's basically like you've already been there. It's like it is like reverting back. Um, it is kind of counterproductive. So it's like you saying I want to move this way, and then your ex comes around, and so you do a loop. It keeps you not it. You're getting something out of it, but you're not growing. It keeps you in a loop, okay? Because we have your challenge is Hangman. So technically there's movement in your love life, but it's not getting you anywhere. Okay, because the hangman, he's just chilling. He's just hanging around, no movement. It's also preventing you from finding true love. Okay. Um, there's a challenge here as far as maybe just breaking it off with her. Like, I just feel like you don't want to hurt her feelings in a sense as well, because she's coming up here as the Queen of Cups. So she might be intuitive too. I feel like if anything, she might be picking up a little bit on your energy, but she's because she knows you. I feel like she knows you really well, and she may not tell you this, or maybe she does. But it's like she's very intuitive too. But I feel like she's almost waiting to see if it's like gonna if you're gonna jump on board energetically or emotionally. Okay. But I feel like overall, kind of the situation you're in right now, it's creating a block for you to manifest what you want. So it's like this. And I know exactly. I know I'm already getting that. You know exactly what I'm talking about or where I'm coming from. I think I used this analogy with somebody the other day. It's like saying if somebody who's like, you know what, I really want to lose weight, and I'm tired of being fat, and nobody wants to date me, and my jeans don't fit my rolls, they just roll over. And then a minute later, I go, hey, do you want to go to McDonald's? I'm craving a Big Mac, and then I want to get a 20-piece chicken McNugget. Um, and I don't give a fuck. I'm getting a soda too, because I deserve it, because I haven't had a soda in a week. So it's like, it's counterproductive, um, but also it confuses the universe. It confuses my true self, of what I want. I just said that I was tired of being fat. And there was emotion behind that. I'm like, I really don't want to be fat anymore. But then I'm like, let's go get a Big Mac. Um, we've all done it in some way or fashion. But I feel like for this to be in your challenge position in regards to love, this is kind of a big one. Because it's basically like you have all the tools. Sometimes it means, I don't know, I just kind of get, Bob, that you do your thing, and you're going to do it that way. But I feel like kind of a message that continues to come up is that it's okay to like have casual flings and things like that. But anything that involves something that where there's investment involved, where the other person starts growing feelings, or maybe you start growing feelings a little bit, it's like this. It's like going in and then kind of going out a little bit, going in and kind of going out a little bit. That it's going in circles in regards to manifesting what you want, like a relationship. Um, what else do we have here? Yeah, so here's where the challenge is. A passionate relationship that means something, and true love, or like a love relationship. But two new beginnings is your challenge right now. Part of it is being honest with yourself. Like, you're already honest with yourself because you're like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, but you're still in it. And then here's your ex. So these 8 cups here, and it doesn't have to be anything dramatic, but basically these cups, they don't serve a purpose for you, which is why you're doing a loop. So that would be you moving on, but it's you moving on to bigger and better. It's you moving on to something where you're growing again in love, um, and then also moving forward and moving on. Okay, so this is kind of like in love, and then in your mind, in your like here too. Okay, so we've got, it's really interesting, Bobby. So it's like you got to be honest with yourself, which you are, but there's a challenge there with taking action and being honest with yourself at the same time. So the challenge is this is a lot of energy, 2 new beginnings in love, and 2 cards that are specifying move on, but you have it. So these are challenge positions. It's like there's a flow waiting for you too, because whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes up in a reading, it's basically saying, no, things are turning in your favor. You're on your path. Keep going. May not be comfortable, or the universe will show up and give you signs or messages or feelings or whatever. But for this, like, you've got significant cards, so the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. So these are called Major Arcana cards. Whenever big cards like this come up, it's like opportunities for big change, or trying to come in but they can't. Okay. Let me pull the clarifier for all of these cards. Yeah, I feel like potentially there could be a woman who, if anything, because we have this Queen of, so it could be specifying this, but there could be a Queen of Wands who this would be a good fit for you. I don't know if maybe Fire and Fire would be good, but it's coming up as if you can move past all of this, we've got this Queen of Wands here, and I think that if anything, she's going to have a lot of traits, kind of like and we've talked about this before. Somebody who's they know what they want, they go after it. Like she'll see you and she'll swoop you up. She'll swoop you up, and you'll know that she's the one. Depending on how long this is going to last, but she's going to make you happy. Okay, so I feel like that could also be reflecting on you. You want to go after a woman that has everything that you want. Okay, but you can't right now because you're with your ex. Okay, it's like having your energy going here, like 50% of your energy here, and then 50% of it going, well, I want something else, not that, but I'll keep this for right now. It's like the universe is like, can you give us 100? Okay, so what else do we have in regards to love for you? Yeah, basically it's doing this, Bob. It's like, well, I know what I want, but then kicking it with your ex. It's saying, release yourself. Be single again. Do your own thing. Almost like be a bachelor in the meantime. Because I mean that's what it's like there's too much energy there with you and your ex. Not just because she's your ex and you have a past. There's still like a energetic cord connected to you, so nobody else can like chime in. Okay. Um, what do we have? This Three of Pentacles. It's like this, but I feel like universe is saying go out and meet someone new because this is my meetup card or date card. Go out and meet something new, something that's going to be casual. That way you're not confused or sending out messages that are confusing to the universe. So moving forward, what can you expect in love? And then we'll just say the next 3 months. Actually, let's do from here through August. I think you're going to say bye to your ex. Because you're going to want balance. Like you're really going to want balance as far as, so those cups are love, it's feelings. And if that figure just keeps kind of like swishing the water back and forth, it's not balanced, and it'll keep doing it until both cups are even, which means you meeting somebody where you're both on the same page. Okay. So I think if anything, it's kind of like you're going to, what you're wanting or moving forward, what you're going to want, here's you. You're going to want like something that's very like structured and traditional in a sense. What does that mean? I think you're going to want to you're going to want to, yeah. It's like, if anything, wanting to bring somebody in where it's just really casual for the meantime, and maybe it'll turn into something, but you're not going to push it. Because you and your ex, it might be just too much emotion involved there, because this is like carrying a burden. So it's like you carrying the fact that you're kicking it with her, but you know that she's got feelings for you, and that can start to weigh on you. Okay, but I think you want something light, maybe just opening up and finding someone new to talk to and seeing where that goes. But I do feel like that you're gonna. This is basically a bittersweet victory. So this is swords. It's communication, and you see the people walking away. It's like letting go of that. Okay, because it's not balanced. So this would kind of be like you. There's you, and you're given to your ex right now, but you really want that. I hope that makes sense. So what's your advice moving forward in love? I'm just kind of try not to let your penis rule, like, rule you. Hope that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. So here's a guy, he's holding this big old penis. Um, basically, here's you. Okay, so your advice. Here's you. Stand in your own, be you. Be a true Aries. You know, taking control of situations, being confident in knowing who you are, but not letting your emotions get in the way as well. Which I don't feel that you're doing, but I feel like, so here's you here. So it's like Page of Cups is like a messenger. It's communication of love, but this communication of love is mixing in with mixed emotions. So like something that would make more sense is, hey, there's you. That's what I'm talking about. But instead it looks something like this. So it's like you and your ex, and these are different wants and needs because they're going in different directions. So I feel like for you it's saying, you might have to wait, of course, maybe that's why I was thinking 3 months. Doesn't mean you're going to have to wait 3 months to get laid or 3 months to find the person that you're going to be with. But the Three of Wands is about you investing in you. It's about making an investment. It's like saying, you know, I am going to go on a diet. I'm not going to McDonald's. Even though I fucking love Big Macs, I'm not going to do it. Okay? So I don't know what that means. Maybe maybe the message that's coming across is, okay, I'm not going to kick it with exes or people that I've dated before, because it just will keep me in a loop. Basically, the universe is saying you got to stay hopeful. And I don't know why I'm getting since January, something from the beginning of the year, maybe a feeling that you were feeling back then, or an idea that you were having in regards to love. It totally just brought me back to January and said, you got to have that same energy or that same like hope that things are going to work out for you, and that you are going to meet somebody where you really want to communicate this way with them. Because Page of Wands is it's very much like love communication. But in the meantime, it's okay to hook up with, you know, the Empress. She's kind of like the hoe, but I don't mean that in like a negative way. She's like the third party. She's like a mistress sometimes in a reading. Basically, she's all about pleasure. So it's about somebody who kind of wants the same thing as you right now. If that's the direction you want to go. Otherwise, just keep it really casual. But moving forward in love, it's basically saying your advice is you have to walk away from something or someone or the idea of something. That way you can get closer to actually having it. Having like a real like balanced connection. Okay. Hope that reading was okay. It kind of mirrored, I'd say, a few readings from the past, but that's what's coming up right now. So let's look at your career and see what's going on with that. Let's see. So you had to turn down 2 TV roles so far. One today. You're still applying for jobs and you're not giving up until you get what you want. I always bring this up. Sometimes it's relevant to some people, sometimes not. There's a lot of energies going on right now. A lot of solar flares have been hitting the Earth recently, and some people ask, well, what does that mean to me? Solar flares is energy. So when they come in bursts, when they like hit the Earth, obviously we're protected in some way. When they come in, just picture it like downloads. It's like downloads of information to allow people to feel and to evolve. We go in spurts. Because if we were evolving constantly, we'd be train wrecks. Everybody would be a train wreck. Because it's like a growth period. You have your ups and downs, your highs and lows. So I don't know if for me, the symptoms that I get whenever we have these bursts, and this means, obviously, I guess my point is, this means big changes are coming up. We have a new moon in Leo. So it's my moon, but it's also in your sign as well, which is fire. There's a new moon coming up in Leo, and then there's going to be another new moon in Leo in August, which is, I mean, that's rare for 2 new moons in the same sign to come up twice. It's all about transformation. We had a full moon on the 9th, I think. That one was about transformation too. So I have a feeling that whatever happened around that time, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it may have shifted something. You may have felt a shift, but you're waiting for it to appear. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So the new moons, solar flares. There's a planet called Chiron. They say that it's sending a lot of energy to the Earth right now. It's allowing people to really like step out of their comfort zone and basically say, screw this, I'm going this way, I've never gone this way before, and I'm going to do it, and I don't care. Okay, so let's look at career for you. I think you're looking for balance, and it's kind of like, it feels like I would say frustrated, but I feel like if anything, you're like, what am I missing here? What's going on here? If anything, so I don't know if this is jobs or if you're talking, like interviewing or something here, but we have you here. Knight of Swords. So this is swift communication. So this could be like, nope, you didn't get the job. Or, hey, so this could be referencing to kind of like the acting stuff too. But it's like a big pain in the butt right now. I feel like it's like you're trying to find the middle ground of a direction. Like, where am I going? When's the sea gonna split and kind of guide me? Okay. um, so you did get an offer from an attractive woman. Okay, but it was to sell insurance. Another woman's coming up. So here's you. But this is present time, so I don't know what this means. Here she is. So this could be like another woman who's more of like, I don't know if she's attractive, but she's more kind of like, I just get very stern, very much like, do you want the job or not? One of those women. But the Four of Wands comes up, so it's almost like a perfect fit. So I don't know if anything surfaced for you or it's about to. Keep your eyes open. That's potential. But I don't think it's in regards to the insurance thing. So what's working for you right now in regards to career? Bob, a woman's coming up again. Hmm. What's working for you? I feel like what's working for you is you're ready for a new job. Because we have the two. So this is basically like you and an employer, you and a partner, you and somebody. What's working for you is this is what you're picturing in your mind. Okay. But here's another woman. This could be a Capricorn or an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Um, could be a single woman also. But so I don't know. Okay, so what's working for you? This potentially usually in a career reading, when the Ace of Pentacles comes up, it's a new job. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to hear something soon. Why is this coming up? It's like an offer that might show up or has shown up, but maybe you haven't seen it yet, or maybe you're iffy on it. But the thing that strikes me is, do you see all the money around her? Okay, and then a new job or a new opportunity, but there's something about it that you're fighting because you're doing this. You're like, I don't know. Uh, but but I see this. Okay, so let me go back because these cards are supposed to be what's working for you. Okay, I feel like there is some sort of opportunity. Then we have the Tower card. So what's the Tower card about? It's about shaking things up. So it could be about doing something completely different, something that you haven't done before. What are your challenges right now in career? You might be going in might have a lot of different directions. So jobs you're applying for, you might be applying for all different types of jobs. Okay. I I definitely think you're over the job you're at, like big time. Okay. Um, so the challenge is, if anything, this might be saying that the challenge is there's a whole lot of like you might be applying to a whole lot of jobs, or you might be going. I it keeps kind of creeping. It's like the acting stuff is it's like mixing in with like a regular job, and I can. It's like the universe is going, well, which one do you want? And I know this can be frustrating because you're like, well, I just had to give up two, pass up two jobs now, but I feel like there's almost something about like if acting is something that you can get paid for and do, it's like pursuing that more so, like having it. But I feel like you're doing that. So let me check in here. I don't know, Bob. I just keep hearing like decide, 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 decide on an offer. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So this a lot of the times this is a job offer, but there's a challenge here, not being able to. Well, why? I think you might feel like I don't feel like this is in regards to like the job you have right now, but there's something here where this individual here is looking at these cups and kind of like almost like subconsciously wanting to stay with the norm, but is asking for the universe like give me what I want, but you can't see it because you're focused on that. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay. Um, interesting. Your ex might actually be a blockage for you right now in regards to your career. I don't know how that makes sense, but we have kind of like the Empress, so it's about pleasure, meet up, Three of Pentacles, but these are coming up in a challenge position in regards to you starting something new. Remember, this is career. It's like, so remember, oh, basically that's what I was saying in regards to like the solar flares, the new moons. It's about transformation. Well, you have a transformation that's trying to come in, but it's not happening yet. Why is it not happening yet? Yeah, Bob, whatever it is in regards to like career, the acting stuff, it's like got you in your head, like, shoot, what do I do? Like, what do I feel like it's all about movement right now. It's all about movement. Um, it's not about settling. Movement doesn't have to mean settling, okay? But once again, there's a decision that needs to be made in regards to career, okay? You're over the job you're at. You're over it, okay? Um, but I feel like you're just like, I just want to, like, a new job that I really want to be happy at. You feel like there's no movement with that. You feel like things are going really slow. They're not progressing forward. You're waiting for like an aha moment or like a, that's what I'm going to do, okay? But I feel like Spirit's saying you're not getting enough rest and you may not be praying enough or meditating or even visualizing what it is. I just heard you're a really good visualizer. It's like you're a really good visualizer, kind of like athletes when they visualize, like, you know, touchdowns and, you know, crossing the finish line. I feel like you're really good at that, and I feel like it's important to do that right now in regards to work and with the acting. What else do we have for you? Sorry, that was kind of, I'm trying to get as clear as I can here. Spirit saying right now in regards to career, it's all about you investing in something that's going to grow. This is right in the middle of your reading. So the Seven of Pentacles is, it's like you have to plant a seed before it can go anywhere. Okay, what is this that you're planting? It's something you know. It's something. Okay, so it is in regards to work, and it is in regards to something that you're aware of. Okay, you know it, but you might not want to go that route, so you're not moving. But it's all about investing in something right now, and there you are. Okay. I feel like Spirit's saying it's all about you making money, being stable, feeling like you're a boss kind of energy, because that's the King of Pentacles. Basically, if you look at this card, he's like covered in it with whatever he's wearing. But basically, this is all him. Whether he's got a woman or not, whether he's got money, he's the king, he's got his throne, you try to push him over, you're not going to be able to. So that's the stability and structure I think that Spirit's saying is like what's needed for you right now. So what can you expect moving forward in regards to career? Things don't happen overnight, okay? So it's keep pushing, keep going. It might not go at the pace that you would like, but that's okay, okay? Spirit's saying, you got this, you can do this. You just have to stay the course. It's almost like you've gotten this before too. It's like you can't really see, this might have something to do with maybe the new moon that's coming up, okay? So something could be coming up between then and now. But I hear like, but don't expect something to happen like that, okay? The moon card is about, it's about kind of like things might be going slow, but it's saying just hang in there, even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because really what's going on with you right now, not only is it transformation that's trying to happen in your life, I don't know if you felt like, and I feel like I'm reverting back, like I'm remembering things that I've said in your reading. I don't know if things feel like Groundhog's Day with like career and job, okay? But that's what this Eight of Cups is about. It's about, okay, Bob, well, what you have been doing, it's not serving a purpose. You're not growing anymore. So now it's time to like see what else is out there. But it's, I feel like whatever it is, it's going to be something that you can celebrate. But you're going to be on the fence with it. You're going to be like, well, I mean, should I? It's almost like somebody who says, my dream is to do this, and then somebody goes, well, do you want to do this? And you go, but that's not my dream. So you become undecided, and this is you saying, but that's not my dream. But I feel like Spirit's saying, and I hope that this resonates, Spirit's saying for you right now, it's about investing in something that grows, something that allows you to save money, make more money. Um, I don't feel like it's just about money. I feel like it's about like stability. You seem like a pretty stable guy anyways. Um, Spirit's like asking you to like really pay attention to your emotions. Like a job that you go, instead of from here, you trust with this, because the King of Cups is here. So what's your advice moving forward in regards to career? Start manifesting what you want, not what you don't want. Okay? Because I kind of feel like this is the challenge with career. Remember, this was part of the challenge with love, but this is career, and it's not in a challenge position. So it's basically, you have all the tools that you need in regards to career right now. Focus on what's going to make you happy. If it's money, go that way. If it's stability and money, go that way. If it's about the actual job and having fun with it, go that way. Okay? But the Spirit's saying, but be honest with yourself. Go after what you want. I feel like you're doing that. Like, wish really hard too. But I feel like it's going to involve something that's very structured or traditional. Okay? Why are these cards coming up? If there's anything that worries you about like taking a position, maybe something from your past, whatever it is, it's basically saying let go of any fears that are in the way of you taking a job. Okay? Because you not doing it is creating an imbalance. Okay? And with Six of Pentacles also. It's kind of like taking this, but you want this. It kind of just leaves you in the state of like, when am I going to find anything, or when am I going to find something that's going to work, and then trying to hold on to your money like, shit, I better hold on to this. But I feel like if anything, it's like, let me pull 3 cards, because I'm trying to figure out what the message is that's trying to come through here. But I hope the career readings resonated with you on some levels. I feel like there's so many different messages coming through. The Spirit, what does Bobby need to know in regards to career moving forward? What direction does Bobby need to go in regards to career? And what's his advice? Okay, ready, Bob? So what you can expect moving forward? Well, if you follow actually going towards something that means something, that has more meaning to you, stay that course then. It's like, try not to do this. Like, I'm going this way. This is where I'm going to go. Oh, wait, no, I'll go this way. I feel like Spirit's saying, go in and choose a direction that means something to you. Trust that. And stay the course. Take that action and stay the course, okay? What direction should you go? Well, I feel like there is a woman who is going to offer you something, a job. Spirit's saying, be very clear about if this is what you want, okay? You might be slow to decide, but you will decide. What are you going to decide? This might be the job that they're talking about in regards to you investing in something that's going to grow into something, okay? You see the money there? Okay. Your advice, move. Allow movement. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep hitting the pavement, because this is about movement is investing in your career. Whether you land a job or not, it's about keep moving, keep applying, keep doing that, because you're investing in you, and then stay hopeful that something is going to come through. Okay? Whatever it is, I think it's going to lead you to a state of being like really kind of maybe in a higher position, or maybe something that's going to be very concrete or stable for you. Maybe feeling like, I kind of feel like the next job you get is going to be a job where may not be your total dream job, but it'll be a job where you feel stable, where you're like, I got this and I can do my acting stuff, but this is making the money. Okay? So I hope that resonated. Let me know how this went. I feel like I haven't read you in a while. But I hope that both the love and the work worked out for you. Thanks for checking in with me. I'm good. I feel like I'm kind of at a. I think you and I are kind of like in similar situations, except I'm not getting laid, but that's nothing new. Um, but I'm in this in between, and I came back 2 weeks early before Hawaii so I could do like face-to-face interviews. But a lot of that's been put on hold for whatever reason. I've already made contact with these people, but yeah, Hawaii. Hopefully, when I come back, things will kind of just start rolling. I think, if anything, August is going to be a very potent month in regards to change. It's also Leo, it's fire. So just think about like how the energy is around your birthday. Leo's very similar to that as well. But yeah, I think you're going to be just fine, Bob. Um, if anything, it looks like change wants to come in. So let me know if you have any questions on this reading and I can clarify it for you. But I hope that it made sense to you. Okay. And I wish you all the best as well. I love hearing about your escapades, your sexcapades, and your jobs and stuff. Thanks for sending me the little screenshots of you. That's cool. That's cool. If anything, if that's something that you want to continue to pursue, I totally think you have the energy and kind of the charisma to see that through and be successful with whatever success means to you. But I wish you all the best. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Shit, have a good month. Bye.